the
This
table,
conference
guys.
will
I
now
go
be
back to
recorded.
table. Yes. So all of observe. So in the previous example, we discussed about the margin, padding, and radius styles, right? Now let's go to the table example. Table, guys. Yes, table program. Yes, I saved this one now. I'll run the program once, guys. I'll run the program once. Now all of you observe. We'll go to our folder, user folder. Yes, table program. Yes, right. Now on this one, now we apply for the margin and padding styles, guys. Now all of you observe. All of you observe. This is the H1 tag. This is the red table tag. Overall table tag. Overall, first of all, right, main tag. So now I want work with, I want manage the space between these two tags. Means I want decrease the space like this. I want move the table to top side. To top side. So here, which tags we use? Which styles we use? Do we use margin or padding styles, guys? Do we use here margin or padding styles? All of you guys, let me know. I'm asking you. This is the table tag. This is the table tag. This is the H1 tag. Okay. Between two tags, I want manage the space. Maybe increase or decrease the space. Which tags we use? Which styles we use? Do you go for margin styles or padding styles, guys? Which one? Yes, we go for margin styles, not the padding styles. Margin styles between two tags, margin styles. Padding means between the text and its border, guys. Okay, right. Now I'll go to table. I'll go to table. Now all of you observe. I'll take the styles here, guys. I'll take the our style tag. All of you observe. We take the style tag. Yes. So I'm taking now table. Okay, table tag. Yes. Now here I am taking now. So in the margin four are right, four are there. Margin top, right, left, bottom. So in that one, which one I use? Which one I use? Is it which direction? For the table, see for the table, the H1 is available which side? Top side, right? So take the margin top, right? Margin top, guys. Yes, we are taking here margin top, margin top. Let me take for example 50 pixels, guys. Let us see what will happen. I'm taking 50 pixels. Let's go there and refresh here. See, the size increasing, right? The space increasing, guys. The space increasing. But what I want actually, I want decrease the space, right? We want decrease the space. Then let's go here. Let me take the some minus value. Let us see now. If I take the minus value, then what will happen? Yes, guys. Means the space decreasing and overlapped here. Why? Because of more pictures, right? Let me take suppose 30 pictures, guys. I'm taking now 30 pictures. Okay, let's go there. Yes, now all of it, but still a little bit overlapping is there. Let's take 20 pictures here, 20 pictures here. Yes, guys, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, now the table I want take in the center of the browser, right? Now for this table, I'll take the center, the entire table. I'm taking the center tag, guys. The entire table I keep in the center tag. All of observe now. The entire table I'll keep in the center tag. Entire table keep in the center tag. Okay. Yes. Let's go there. Yeah. Fine. Right. I do the same thing for H1 also, guys. I do the same thing for H1 also. The opening center tag, I'll take above the H1 tag so that it applies for H1 also. All of right. So fine. Let's go there. Yes, guys, it's fine. All of clear now, right? Okay. Yes. Now on employee details, we can apply styles, right? We have seen how to apply styles on the some text by taking the colors or width, height, increasing, height, decreasing, or shadows. You can do all. You can do all, right? Now that's fine. Now coming to here, all of you observe, coming to here, see, this is the totally table tag, right? Table tag. The table tag, we are taking the one T head, this one T head. This is the which one, right? T body, guys. T head, T body. The T head, we are taking the one row. The T body, we are taking the 4 rows, right? Here, we are taking the 4 rows in the TD, guys, right? In T body, we are taking the 4 rows, okay? 4 rows, yes. In each cell is called here you have taken the th tag, here also th tag. These are all th tags, guys, right? These are all th tags. These all are the th tags. Each cell is a one th tag. In the body, these all are the td tags, guys. Td tags. Okay, td tags, right? Now what I'm going to do here, now all of you observe here, all of you observe now, this is the th tag. Th tag. In the th tag, this content is there. This content is there, guys, right? Here also, this is the one th tag. This is the one th tag. In that also content is there. Like that, guys. All th tags. It's also th tag. Content is there. Th content is there. Th content is there. Okay. Then now what do I do here now? All of observe now. Now what do I do here? I'll go here. I'll take now th tag, right? Th tag. All of the right th tag. Th tag means which one? These things are right. E and O is there where inside the th tag. E and M is there where inside the th tag, right? I'm taking the th. Now, so there, what I want here, I want to get the more space, guys. Here, I want to get more space. I want to get more space in the top, right, bottom, left. Okay, right. In that case, do we use margin or padding styles, guys? Which one you use? Tell me now. So here, which one I use now? Do we use margin styles or padding styles, guys? All of let me know, guys. All of let me know. In the previous class, we discussed very clearly. Okay, tell me now. Yes. Now, all of you observe. Let's go there and take the padding, guys. Okay, padding. So I want to apply 4 sets, right? 4 sets, guys. I'm taking the just padding. I'm taking now 20 pixels, guys. 20 pixels. Not let me know what does it mean, all of you. I'm taking now padding 20 pixels. What does it mean? What does it mean, right? What does it mean? All of you mean now. I'm taking padding 20 means what does it mean? Yes, it means it applies 20 pixels on 4 sets, guys. Top, right, okay, bottom and left, right, bottom and left. Okay, yes. Now, yes, right. Now let's go there. Let's go there. Oh, I close the browser, I
Recording,
think. Let me do again. Let me do again. Yes, guys. Not apply, right? Just have the program once. Sorry. Yes. Now all of observe, guys, here. All of observe now. So what happened here now? All of observe now. What happened here? What happened here? On 4 sides, right? On 4 sides, 20 pitches applied, guys, right? See, on the left side, right side. See, first of all, so top side, how much now? 20 pixels. Right, 20 pixels. Bottom 20 pixels. Left also 20 pixels. Right? Okay, that's fine. But now, sir, I don't want four size 20, sir. Okay, right and left I want 20, but top and bottom 20 don't require, sir. Top and bottom 10 enough. My point is top and bottom I don't want this much gap. Just 10 enough top and bottom. Right left 20 fine. Then what do I tell me now, guys? I want to apply top and bottom 20 and right left. So top and bottom 10, right left 20. Then how to apply, guys? Tell me now. I want take top and bottom 10, right left 20, right left 20. All of you, how to apply that one? Yes, top and bottom 10 pixels, right left 20 pixels, right? If I take two values, I told you yesterday very clearly. If I take two values, the first value will be top and bottom, second value will be right and left. Okay, right and left. Yes, let's go there. Let's refresh here. Yes, guys. All of right. The same time, I want to increase the font size also. I want to increase the font size. Very small size is the now. I want to take a font size. Suppose 20 pixels, guys. I'm taking a font size. Suppose 20 pixels like this. We save this one. Let's go there. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yes. Now, next one. I am taking one more style also. That is text align center, guys. Okay, center. What does it mean? What does it mean? In that box, suppose, guys, in this box, if the text is like a little bit right side will be there, or left side will be there. If you take text on center, then, guys, the text will arrange to the center place automatically, right? Center place automatically, guys. So already it came to center already. Okay, it in the center only. That's all, right? Now, so what I want here, all of observe now, all of observe here, all of observe here. What I want now, the same I want to apply for body also, guys, right? See here, I want the same padding, top and bottom, right, left, same padding I want in the body each TD also, all of right. For each TD also I want same. Suppose this is the one TD, right, guys? One TD. Here also I want to apply same styles of TH. All of right, the TH, whatever the styles I used, the same styles I want to apply for TD also. For TD also, guys. For TD also I want to apply same styles. Like either same padding top and bottom and right and left, and the same same font size, same I want to apply for TD also for all the boxes. Then again, what can I do here? I'll observe now. I can take suppose TD. Okay, TD. All of you observe here. I'm taking now padding 10 pixels, then 20 pixels. Now all of you observe. Let's go there and refresh here and refresh here. That's fine. Okay. Now padding came. Now what do? I'll take the font size. I'm taking now font size. Font size. I'm taking same, guys. I want same as it is. I'm taking the font size 10 pixels, right? So 20 pixels, guys. Let's go there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All of them. See, actually, this textual center is not required, guys. Here, why not required? Because already the table is available where inside the center only, guys, right? The entire table available where inside the center only. That's why inside the center tag, what are the tag used, like h1 tag, table tag, th, tr, th, all will apply the center, guys. Okay. Now, fine. It's fine. But observe, guys, here for th and for td we use the same styles, right, guys? Same we use the when you apply same styles for different tags, guys, for different tags, then we don't need to take two times here, not take two times, guys, right? Simply what we do, I'll take th comma td. That's all, guys. That's all. Now I remove this one. Now all of you observe here. Then what happens now is all the styles will apply for both th tags, for all th tags, for all td tags. Same will apply, right? Now what I'm going to do here, save this one. Let me refresh here, guys. Refresh here. Yes, you can observe here. all of right. Okay, like this guys, like this we can create the table. We can create the table here. All of you observe. Okay, see this is the HTML table guys. HTML table. You know, on this one, if you apply Bootstrap classes, Bootstrap guys, you apply Bootstrap, it will be more beautiful, and also it will be more dynamic. You apply the Bootstrap. Okay, so now what happened here? Just a basic table creation over with a little bit this padding and margins. Again, when you start discussing the Bootstrap guys, at that time again come back to this example. On this example, you implement more. We implement more in this example, right? Now observe here. Now all of you observe. I am taking here. Suppose right border guys. I am taking a border one picture border. I want a particular border that is solid line. I want a solid guys. Okay, solid line. I want the solid line. Let us see now. All of you observe here. Yes. Can you observe guys now, right? Can you observe here? Can you observe guys? All of you. All of you observe here, right? Okay. Means what happened here? It applied this border applied for all teach tags for all TD guys. Suppose if I remove the TD from here, if I remove from here, then that border will not apply for which one? Will not apply for the this board TD tags. Apply for only which one? TH only for only TH guys. That's all right. I take the TD also here. That's all. Now you can apply guys. You can apply multiple styles on this one. We can take suppose right text shadow, right text guys, text shadow. Just I'm taking one or two, and we'll go for the next one. Okay, I'll take 0 pixels, 0. I hope guys you understand, right? What is 0? What is 0? I'll take here. Suppose right blue color, right? I'll take here guys. Suppose 5 pixels. I hope guys you got the clarity. What is 0? What is second 0? What is 5? What is blue? I can observe here, right? Fine. I think 5 is not equal. Let's go with suppose 2 pixels, guys. Now let me observe here. Can observe guys, I can observe here like this. Okay. Fine. We can apply for the shadow also, box also. We can apply for the box also. Let us see guys now. Let us see on the same one. I'm applying for the box shadow also, guys. Okay. Let us see what will happen. I'm taking the box shadow also. I take same 0 pixels again 0 pixels. I'll take again 2 pixels. Let's go with the green color, guys. For example, here box shadow means this box shadow will apply. Tell me now, guys. Does it apply for the entire table box or entire row T head box, T body box, or row box, or TH TD box? Tell me now. Does it apply for the entire table or T head or T body or TR or THTD boxes? Which boxes, guys? Let me know. Which boxes? All of you reply. Everybody give reply, guys. Does it apply for entire table level or T head level, T body level, or row level, or THTD level? Entire table level. All of you think, guys, think and give reply. You think and give reply. Think and give reply. Where does it apply? Does it apply table level or T head, T body level, or row level, or cell level? Cell level means TH and TD, guys. Which one? Yes, let's go there and refresh here. Now if you observe, guys, here they applied for each TH tags and TD, guys. You can see, right? They applied for these things only, because I applied the style where the box should applied for the THTD, not for the table, not for the table. I'll take suppose, guys, 4 pictures. So you understand, it will be visible more. Right, guys. Okay, so what is happening here? The boxes, right, guys? Boxes are there. That's why shadow not used properly. All can observe here, guys. Shadow, right? You can observe now. I want at a table level. Then the same one. What do I do? The same one. What we do? We'll go here. We'll apply here. The same table level, guys. Let's change the color. If you want to change the color to the let's go with here. Suppose, guys, deep pink something is there. Okay, deep pink something, guys. Okay, let me check this one. Yes, let's go there and refresh here. Yes, now all of you can observe here. Now you can observe now entire table level came, right? See, outside the table the shadow is there, guys. Outside table the shadow is there. All of clear, right? Okay, and here now let's take here color. I'll take the color as a color. Let me take white here. Let us see how it will be. I'm taking the color. Which color? The text in the THT tags. Okay, I've taken color white color. Let us see, guys. Okay, yes, means the text is white color, but the border, guys, that shadow. Okay, shadow, guys, right? Suppose let's take now again 0 pixels. Again 0 pixels. Then I'll take 4 pixels. 4 pixels. Let's take the red now. Yes. Now all of you can observe here, right? So what's happening here? The text is the white color, but the shadows, because shadows the text is highlighting, guys. Text is highlighting. If you remove the shadows, for example, if I remove the shadow, then the text is not visible, guys, right? Because background is white and text also white. Okay, fine, like this, guys, right? So like this, what you do while practicing, guys, while practicing, right? You can try different things, guys, different things. All of it. So for the same table again, we'll discuss, guys, when you start the bootstrap. In the bootstrap also, we'll see the table. We'll see the table. Okay. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, allow you observe here. I remove the color. Okay. We remove the color, guys. Yes. So one more doubt is there, guys. I have one more doubt. The doubt is, can we apply? Can we apply that? Border radius, guys. I'm trying for border radius. RA, I think DIUS, guys, right? Border radius, I think. Let's take 20%, guys. I'm taking 20% border radius. All of you to check on the spelling. Yes. Now all of you observe here. I'm taking the border radius, right? For which one? For all TH tags. For all T tags, I'm taking the border radius. Okay. See, it came border radius. Right? And yes, let's go for 50%, right? 50%. Yes, now you can see, guys, right? See, it doesn't look table, right? Doesn't look table, guys. Okay, it looks like right, one container having some kind of right, eggs, guys, right? Some kind of eggs are there, and the eggs some names are there. Okay, fine. Here we'll take now text align, guys. I'm taking now center. Let us see now. See, currently the text, right, some kind of left side is the right, guys. Okay, text left side is there, not in the exact middle, right? Not in the exact middle. I'll refresh now. Yeah, I'll refresh it again. What is happening here? That radius not working properly. Okay, if you remove this one, they're working, guys. Right? So then, okay, we can manage like that, but so we'll see more when you work with that bootstrap, guys. Okay, bootstrap. All of clear, right? This one now. All of clear, this one. Yes. Next, what do we do here? What do we do? Yes. When you have the more number of guys. Suppose, see, imagine here. What is happening here? TH means all TH tags, guys, right? See, the TH means what's happening here. The same style applying. right? See here, this all applies for which one? TH. Which TH? All TH tags, right? For ENO TH tag, for ename TH tag, for salary TH tag, for company, applying for all guys. Okay. So I don't want apply for all TH tags. I want to apply for a specific TH tag, or a set of TH tags, or all TH tags. So three types are there, guys. You can take in three ways. Whatever styles I'm taking here, those styles actually applying for all TH tags and all three tags, right? But I don't want to apply for all TH tags. I don't want to apply for all TH tags. I want to apply for any one TH tag, or set of TH tags, set of TH tags, or all TH tags. All of right. At only one set of means like two or more, for two or more H1 tag TH tags, or else for all TH tags, guys. Okay, means I'm going to select only one TH tag, two or more TH tags, or all TH tags, guys. I'm going to select all. That's why this concept is called selectors, guys. Okay, what's the name? You can say that selectors topic, CSS selectors, guys. Okay, CSS selectors. All of clear, right? Now it's most important, it's very basic thing and most important, guys. Okay, let us see now about CSS selectors, guys. Let's see about okay, CSS selectors. Now all of you observe CSS, right? Yes, selectors. Okay, selectors. Actually there are different selectors are there, guys. Different selectors are there. Out of all, the base things are three things are there. One is the ID selector, the second one is a class selector. All right, class select. Third one is a tag selector or element selector, guys. You can say that the third one tag selector or element selector. Okay, so these are the base things, guys. Still so many types are there that we'll see later, but these are the base things. These are called the basic selectors, guys. Basic selectors. All of right. So ID selector, class selector, and tag selector. Let's see one by one. When do we use ID selector? When do we use class selector? When do we use tag selector? We'll see all one by one. But before that one, guys, I'll take one example now. Then, guys, apply one by one. Okay. Now, yes, I'm going for the new file. Control N, and save the file, guys. We'll save the file. Save as where is that files? My PC. Then here, then go to the, I think, last one, right? Yes, here, guys. Now I'll take the selectors dot html, guys. So take the extension dot html. Okay, yeah, fine. Now I'll take the normally, right, html. Okay, yes, guys, html. Here, yes. Right, next we'll take the t head, guys. Sorry, head. These are common things, guys, for every program. It's a basic scale tab, a basic syntax. Okay, title, I'll take the nth, right? Coming to the body, we'll take the body, guys. Here in the body, now what I'm planning here, I'll take multiple h1 tags, guys. Multiple minimum 4 h1 tags. Okay, yes, so we'll take here first one now, for example, right? Welcome to nth, guys. Okay, some dummy text I'm taking here. The second h1 will take here Python, right? Python training. Okay, training. Okay, Python training, right? Free Python. Okay, training. Next one, I'll take one more h1, right? Okay, right, contact number, right? Contact number. As we know that this is a number, guys, right? Contact number. Then one more h1, and one more h1. Right? Suppose this UI technologies. Okay, like this. Then one more h1. one more H1 Django framework, something like this, guys. Okay, Django framework. That's all of you observe. So what happened here? What happened here? We have taken 5 H1 tags. Okay, same tags, H1 tags. Let me go there and I run the program here. Selectors here. Yes, fine. Now it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Now what I want here, I want to apply some styles, guys. So we'll go here. We'll take the style tag. We'll take the style tag, right? Style tag. Now I am taking here H1. H1. Okay. Now what I want to take here, I want to take now suppose font size I am taking, guys. Now font size I'll take suppose 100 pixels for example, guys. I'm taking now 100 pixels. That's all, right? So what happens, tell me now, does it apply for all H1 tags? From this one, this font size style apply for all H1s or only first H1 or specific, guys? Tell me now. All of observe, guys. All of you apply here. Does it apply for all H1 tags? All of you reply. Yes, guys. Okay. So whatever the style I'm taking here, whatever the style I'm taking here, right? That style automatically applies for all H1 tags. The body right here, how many H1s are there? Maybe 5 H1s, 20 H1s, or 1000 H1s. For all H1s get the which one same style, guys. Okay, same style. Yes, I'll save this one. Let's go there and let me refresh here. Yes, guys, observe now. Right, okay, all got how much, right? 100 pixels, guys, 100 pixels. But so I don't want to apply this style for all the H1s. I want to apply for a specific H1 only. That is which one to NTH, guys. All of right. This is style I want to apply not for all the H1 tags. Not for all the H1 tags. I want for only a specific H1. That is the first H1, guys. Then how it's possible? How it's possible? All of it, because here we are not giving the any unique name. We are giving the a name which is for all the tags, which is for all the elements. Same H1, H1, H1 only. Okay, but I don't want like that. I want for a specific one. I want for a specific one. Okay, so guys, here I'll give a simple example. I'll give a simple example. If you give the total name, what will happen? Or if you give the specific one, what will happen? I'll give on a simple example. See, guys, right? When I was in BTech, right? When I was in BTech, I was in third year, guys. Third year. Okay. In our class, guys, around out of 60 members, 25 are girls, guys. 25 are girls, and 35 are boys. Okay, boys was okay. What happened? This is what happened. So one day, what happened here? Boys are making the some kind of noise in the class. Maybe playing the songs on the mobile phone, dancing on the at the board. We are all doing there, including me also. We are all making some noise, guys. Making the noise in the class. How many members? 35 members making the noise. Almost all boys, guys. Almost all, including there. Okay, all are there. Then what happened? One or two girls went to the HOD. They went to HOD, informed HOD. Right, HOD came to the class at our department, and they said that boys are making the sound. Boys are making the sound. Right. So guys, out of 35, okay, all are there, but all are not making the sound. All in the class only, but some rankers, they are silent. Around out of 35, around some are silent, some are making the noise. Then the girl said that the boys making the sound. And here 35 boys are there. Tell me the idea of the boy who is making the noise, his name. Tell me the name. Then they said that someone's names are. So what happened here? The HOD is given the punishment for the person whose names was pronounced by the girls, not for all the boys. So but the girl said that around 5 names, guys. Around they said that 5 names. Now out of 35, only those 5 names, those 5 people came out of the class, and he has given the punishment. instead of giving for all the people. So what happened here now? First time they said that the voice making the sound. Now they said that by using name, so one's name making the sounds are Narayana making the sound. Means now they use a specific name, a specific ID, guys. See, my name is my ID, or so and so ID like that. So what happened here also? If I use the H1, applies for all H1s. I don't want all H1s. I want specific H1. Then for this one, I create one ID. I'll make the one ID, guys. I'll make the unique ID, because in class also we all have unique IDs. Number 1, number 2, number 3, like that. Okay, here also now what do? I create the ID so that we can uniquely identify a specific H1 element, guys. All are clear, right? Now what do? Yes, I'll go here. I'll take the ID equal to take any name, guys. Take any name. So I'll take the H11, something like this. ID equal to H11. Right, H11, guys. H11. All are clear, right? Now what happened here? Now H11 is the idea of which one? The first element only first element, guys. Okay. Then what do? I'll use the H11. I'll use the H11 to identify this first H1 element, guys. Okay, because IDs are unique, right? Now I don't use the H1 tag name to apply style. I use the H11 ID name. So here to use the H11 ID, we should start with the hash, guys. Start with the hash. When applying the styles, start with the hash H11. That's all, right? Now, when you run the program, then the style will apply for the ID H11. Wherever the H11 ID is there, that element only get the style, guys, right? So out of all the H1s, where is the H1 on ID? Yes, here that ID is there. Means for this element only the style will apply. The style will apply. That's all right. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Yes, guys. Now all of you can observe here. All of you can observe here. Yes, it happened, guys. Okay. Only for H1, for the first one, we got the more. Next one, I want to identify the Django framework, this element, guys. I want to apply some styles for this element only, for this element, guys. Okay, this element. Again, suppose let me now, can I use now H1, guys? Now can I use H1? I want to take, suppose the red font color, guys. I want to take the color, for example. Can I use H1, or do you create ID for that one? Color, let's take the green, for example. I'm taking the green. Now if run this one, then what happens to me now, guys? If run the program, then what will happen? Again, the color style will apply for all H1s, guys. Again, for all H1s, including first one also. For all H1s in the program, it applies the same style. Let us see now. I save this one. Let's go here. Yeah, see. Now you can observe here for all H1s it applied. But what I want now, I want to apply for the last element only. Then again, what do? I go for more unique ID for this one. Let me take here, suppose H12, guys. You can take any names as ID. You can take any name, guys. It's a user defined name. Okay. Now I'll go here. ID means I will start with the hash. Then H12. That's all, guys. H12. Now all of you observe. Yes, guys. Now I'm going to browser and run the program. If I refresh now, you can see now what happened here. Only the last one only get the style. So now we identified the first H1 element by using one ID, that is taken H11 there, and I identified the last element by using one more ID, that is H12, guys. Okay, H12, that's all. Next one, Right, see our contact number, guys. I want to identify this one also. Our contact number is there. I want to identify that one also. Right. Again, tell me now. Do we take the H1 or do we create the new ID, guys? Tell me now. So here I want to apply some style for the contact number, maybe some cursive or something like that. So do we create a new ID for the contact number, or else do we take the H1 directly? All of you, which one? Yes, guys. Okay, I am going for H1. Okay, H1, guys. Sorry, we'll get the ID here. I'm taking now some ID equal to Okay, let's take I'll take H1 3, right? Now we take the hash H13. I'll take now, guys. Suppose font family, for example. Let's take cursive. Okay, cursive, guys. Let's take the cursive style. I'm taking a cursive style. Now all of you observe. Yes, guys. I'm taking the cursive style. Okay. Now I'll go to browser. Yes, I refresh here. You can see now it came in the cursive style, guys. All of you, right? You can take the multiple styles. Let's suppose background color. Let's take the background color. Let's take the green, guys. Okay. Suppose I'm taking the green now. You can take multiple styles, guys. See, right? You can take the color white. Okay, color white like this. All of you are clear. Now clear. When you create the ID, guys. So now it's called ID selector, guys. It's called ID selector. ID selector. ID selector. All of you are clear now. Everybody is clear, right? All of let me know. Are you clear about the ID selector? ID selectors. ID, right? ID selector, guys. Okay. Yes. Now, all right here. See, if we want to identify, all observe here. We want to identify a specific element out of all same, observe now, same type of elements, same type of elements. All right, if you want to identify a specific element out of all same type of elements, guys, same type of elements, then we create one ID for that element, okay. Next, we use that ID to apply styles, guys, okay, to apply styles. Next one. So the ID should start with a hash when while applying styles. Okay, while applying, guys, while applying styles, the ID should start with the hash. Now all of you are clear with all of you. All of clear, right? Okay. Yes. Now let's go with the second one, guys. Second one. What is second one? Class selector. Okay. Class selector, guys. The second one is class selector. Right? Class selector. Yes. See, these are basic things, guys. If these basics we know, then we can add the a little bit of big programs. Okay. Yes. Class, right? Class selectors, guys. Now, so when do you go for class selectors? See, ID selector means identifying specific one. Class selector means if you want to apply styles on two or more selectors, guys. If you want to apply the same styles on two or more elements, then for those two or more elements, we create one class. Then that class name we use to apply the styles. Okay. Yes. Let us see now. All of you observe. Suppose now what I want here. for the welcome element for the first one and for the UI. For these two, I want to apply suppose guys shadow for example. All right. For these two, I want to apply same shadow guys, same shadow style. For which one? For NTH means for welcome COI. All of clear, right? For these two, I want to apply same. Then what do? I'll create a class, a same class for these two. I'll create the same class for these two. How to create the same class? All of you observe. We take the class. We take the class. Okay, class. Now all of you observe here. The class name I'll take the CLS1 guys. What is the class name? CLS1. The same class we should take for UI also. Again class, okay, class. Then I'll take the same name. Name should be same guys. CLS1. All of right. Now where is the class CLS1? Class CLS1 is available for welcome message on this element and also UI. Now what do? I am going to use a CLS1 style class. Now I am taking now CLS1. What I want here, I take shadow guys. Okay, I'll take now suppose red text shadow. Red shadow guys. We'll take suppose 0 pixels, again 0 pixels, 5 pixels. Let's take suppose red. Okay, red. That's all. Enough guys. But see, the ID start with the hash, right guys? ID start with the hash. The same time class must start with a dot guys. Dot like this. All of right. When creating the class, we don't take the dot, but while using to apply styles, we should use a dot guys. Dot represents is a class name. Hash represents it's a ID name. That's all. Okay. Now we save this one. Let's go there and let me refresh here. Yes, guys. Now all of you observe here. Now all of you observe here. Go to browser and refresh here. See what happened now. The same still is applied for UI and welcome message here. Okay. Next one. Suppose I'll take one more combination. What is combination? What is combination for welcome message and for free Python training and for Django guys. All of right, for NTH and for Python and for Django. For these three, I want to apply same style. All of you are following me, right? For these three, I want to apply the same style. Maybe getting the underline, guys, getting the underline, right? Now, what do I do? We should take one more new class for NTH, for Python, and for Django. We should take one more new class because on these three combination, class is not there till now. All of right. On these three combination till now, there's no class. One class is there, but the combination of which one? This welcome and UI. But what I want now currently welcome, then Python and Django guys. Okay. Now see here in this first H1 again class like this. Now all of observe, just observe here. I'm taking CLS2, right? CLS2 guys. Okay. So what I'm taking here, I am taking now already class is there. I'm taking one more class equal to n. Okay, but this is not correct, guys. We don't take the again class equal to. Okay, simply what we do, this class name only will take here only space take the class name. That's all. Again, class equal to is not required, guys. Don't take the again class equal to. Simply what do I do? What do already class is there. So just to take the space, then take the name CLS. That's all. The already class is there for the first H1. Okay. Now for Python, here class is not there already. Class is not there. Then I'll take here now class equal to what the class name, guys? Here class name is a CLS2. Again, for Django also class not there already. Then create the class equal to, I'll take the name CLS2. That's all. All of you observe, where is the class CLS2? Yes, Here class CLS2 is there, the class CLS2 is there, and the class CLS2 here. Okay, now let us see here. Let's go there. Data CLS2. We'll take here text decoration. Text decoration. We'll take underline. Yes, okay. I take the underline. Text decoration. Underline. Okay. Let's go there and apply here. Let's go there and refresh on the browser. Yes, you can see now. We can see the underline came for the top. Welcome Python and Django, guys. And Django. All of you are clear, right, about the class selectors. Class selectors. Okay. Let us see one more, guys. Let us see one more also. One more also. For example, observe now, guys. For example, what I want here. See, for this again, for this welcome, right? For this welcome again, and again for Python training, okay. And let's take this contact, guys. Okay, this contact, or else this welcome, this Python, and this UI, guys. Okay, this UI. I think and this three combination, we don't have the class already, right? On this three combination, we don't have the class already. Now what do I do? On this three combination, I want to apply again separate styles now. Separate styles, guys. I want to apply a separate styles again now. Which one? For welcome, for Python, for UI, right? Now I'll go here. Now all of tell me now. I want to take the class name CLS3. I want to take the class name CLS3, guys. Okay, CLS3. Then in this case, now can I use one more class equal to? Can I take one more class equal to? Or else here only I take the space and take the CLS3 class name, guys. Let me know what do we do. Do we take the again class equal to? Again class equal. Do we take or else just we take the space and the class name, guys. What do we do here? Yes, here only in the course take the space class 3, that's all, class 3. Next one again Python, right? Here also all class is there, guys. Already class is there. Then again space CLS3, that's all. Again I want for I think UA, right, guys? Again here also class is there already. Again CLS3, that's all. Okay, in the course take the CLS3, that's all, guys. Okay, enough. Now on these three, guys. Okay, I'll take here. I'll take now data CLS3 and CLS3. Then observe all of you. I'll take for example what to take here. Suppose, guys, let's take now. Let's take suppose, right, cursive, guys. Okay, cursive here. Let's go there and refresh here for welcome message for Python training and the UI. This all right. So for welcome, right, for Python training and for UI, guys, and for UI, now you can see got the cursive. There's a class, guys, class selectors. Okay, next one and last one is element, guys, element selectors, element or ID selector, class selectors, element or tag selector. What does it mean? For all the H1s, guys. For example, in this program, we may have H1, H2, H3 also, right? Okay, I'll take now here, for example, let's take suppose bootstrap, guys. Okay, something like this. Now what do we have in this program? We have the H1 tags and also we have the H2 also available. But what I want now, for all H1 tags, I want to apply same style. For all H1s, means take the H1, that's all enough, guys. That's called the element selector. Out of different types of selector elements, per se all same elements, I want to apply same style. I'll take here, for example, observe, guys. So I'll take here text align. I'm taking now center, guys, for example, at center. Now what happens here? All H1s will move to center, guys. All H1s right will move to center. All H1s will move to center, guys. Now H2 is not moved, right, guys? H2 not moved. All H1s only moved, guys. Okay, H1s only moved here. So all of it is clear, right? All of this one clear, everybody. Now all of you are clear about the selectors. The selectors are clear, right? Fine.